Tracker 6. This is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We're seeing those hazy skies across the area, and we're going to continue to see them into the day today and tomorrow as some wildfire smoke works its way back into the forecast. Temperatures 71 degrees here in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 71 in Jackson, 72 degrees down into Hillsdale. Satellite radar showing clear skies, but it's just hazy from those wildfire smoke. And over the next 12 hours, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies. Eventually, I think we'll see peaks of sunshine throughout the day today. Temperatures back into the 80s. All the full forecast coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. Thank you for waking up with us. It's Sunday, July 13th. I'm Karina Prieto, and we're here for you now with this morning's top stories. Bath Township police say they arrested a suspect in Bath Township yesterday after that individual held someone hostage and broke into multiple homes. The suspect is now in custody, and Zach Prees is here for you now with everything we know about the situation so far. What happened yesterday, Zach?
Karina, 6 News was at the scene yesterday evening, where officials say that an armed man entered multiple people's homes, even holding a knife to one person's throat. Here is everything that we know so far. So this is the scene that happened yesterday. The Bath Township Police Department issued a statement on Facebook saying around 2:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon, they received a call about a suspicious person who was walking through yards and even trying to break into people's cars near the 6000 block of Heathfield Drive in Bath Township. Soon after, Bath police received a second call, this time from another resident saying that an unknown person had entered their home and stabbed them. When law enforcement arrived on the scene, they found the offender holding the victim hostage with a knife. Then the suspect fled. Multiple officers fired their weapons. However, they were unable to stop the suspect from entering yet another residence. They soon fled this residence as well and were eventually taken into custody near a third home. Now, there is an ongoing investigation into this incident, but Bath police say that they do not believe that there is any danger to the general public. You can contact Lieutenant Chris Hamilton if you have any information that may be useful in this investigation. Back to you, Karina.
Thank you so much for that, Zach. And President Trump issued new threats in his global trade war, taking aim at 2 more of America's biggest trading partners. CBS's Willie James Inman is in Bridgewater, New Jersey, traveling with the president.
In a letter sent to the president of the European Commission, President Trump blamed deficits and what he considers unfair trade practices as the reason for threatening 30% tariffs on goods from the European Union. The president also hit Mexico with a new 30% tariff threat after accusing the nation of not doing enough to stop drug cartels. Trump says the new rates will go into effect on August 1st. This follows letters sent to the leaders of nearly 24 countries threatening new tariffs starting August 1st. That includes Canada, which President Trump slapped with new 35% tariffs, while also reviving his unsupported claims about fentanyl entering the U.S. across the northern border. The Canadians, though, pushing back.
Canada is the only country on earth, along with China, that has imposed so many counter tariffs. So we have had already a very strong response.
The notices from Trump come in the middle of ongoing trade negotiations. So far, the president has only announced frameworks with a handful of nations. The administration says it's focused on changing the status quo.
If you look at some of these trade deficits, they're massive. They're massive. This should have been done a long time ago. President Trump's finally done it. And I think countries understand that.
Some Democrats say Trump's latest tariff threats fuel economic instability.
That is only driving more uncertainty, more instability within the American stock market, with the American consumers and American companies, really hurting American small businesses.
Now, markets are closed today, but so far Wall Street investors are largely brushing off President Trump's escalating tariff threats. The S&P 500 has gained 26% since April. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Well, the search for the victims of devastating floods in Kerr County, Texas, has transitioned into a recovery effort 1 week after the last survivor was found. At least 129 people died statewide, and around 160 more remain missing. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette is here for you now with an update from New York.
Dance and prayer are helping a shaken community recover.
I just feel like there's people that need to be reached.
A small vigil was held in Kerrville, Texas, Saturday night for the victims, including at least 27 campers and counselors at Camp Mystic.
You can't fathom what people are going through that have lost those little girls.
Kerr County officials announced 7 more bodies were found. Over 2,000 people are searching for the missing. The piles of debris that go on for miles.
Looks like a bomb went off.
Local resident Marcy Heap is volunteering, helping the search teams combing the area along the Guadalupe River stay fed and hydrated.
A few days ago, I found a little flowered necklace wrapped up in a tree, and it got me. I broke down because I knew it belonged to one of those little girls from the camp.
I've never seen anything like it.
County officials thanked President Trump for his visit Friday, saying his support, as well as the heartbreak across the nation, are providing some comfort to a grieving region. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're starting to see some sunny skies across the area, although it's looking a little bit hazy, and that's because we're seeing those wildfire smoke conditions move right back into the forecast. As we take a look at our temperatures, we're seeing them into the 70s this morning, around 71 degrees in St. John's and Lansing, 72 degrees in Charlotte, 73 degrees in Mason, and 72 degrees down into Hillsdale. Satellite radar showing clear skies, but those skies are still looking hazy because of those wildfire smoky conditions moving in. We do have a cold front that is sitting right overhead, quickly moving to the east. Behind it, just an area of high pressure that is associated with that Canadian wildfire. Over the next couple of hours, we'll continue to see partly to mostly cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine into the afternoon, and temperatures into the 80s. One thing that you'll notice today is it's going to feel a lot cooler today as we have those dew points into the 50s to low 60s. So very nice conditions today, temperatures into the 80s. I think if we're going to continue to see those temperatures into the 80s for the day tomorrow, we'll see the heat and humidity increase each and every day as we head into the upcoming work week as well. So get outside today and enjoy a little bit of that sun, but just be careful if you're sensitive to the wildfire smoke to take it easy outside.
Well, you know, I always love when the muggy meter is low.
Yes.
I don't like the humidity.
Yes.
So sounds good. Thank you, Kelsey. And coming up, we'll head down to Texas, where the community is coming together to honor lives lost in the tragic flash floods. The time is 8:08. Thank you for watching 6 News this morning.